Thanks, Chief.
Don't call me Chief.
Yes, Chief.
Don't call me Chief.
Just a minute, Jimmy.
I'll phone you when I get out there this evening, Chief.
And don't call me Chief. Have you got any ideas, Chief? You're supposed to be a reporter. You get the ideas, and don't call me Chief.
Sure good to see you again, Chief.
Don't call me Chief.
Gosh, Chief.
Don't call me... Well, all right, James. This is one time you may call me Chief.
Hello, how the bloody hell are you? I hope you're good, Welcome to CHIEFCAST, the best podcast no one knows about. This week, on the sofa, we got Oliver Moore returning and also Adam Cleveland, the gruesome twosome. This is one of my favourite episodes of the podcast ever. I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. If you're new to the pod, hello. Tell your friends and your mother and your dog and your whatever about the pod. That'd be cool. I'm doing a solo show on the 3rd of October in the Bill Murray in London. You can get tickets on my Instagram. And yeah, what else? That's it. Alright guys, on with the podcast. This one's a banger. See you in hell. Alright guys, bye. Enjoy. Yeah, anyway.
Talking.
Alright, here we are.
Do I have levels?
What's my level like?
Adam Cleveland and Oliver Moore.
Hello.
Are here.
Hey.
The gruesome twosome. How are you guys?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
Not
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, I'm alright.
You guys convinced
This is
everyone.
the saddest I've ever seen Ollie. What's
Yeah.
going on?
No, I'm alright. I'm good.
What's going on?
Well, I took a bunch of Vyvanse this morning.
What's Vyvanse?
Well, because Vidwan was telling me before, you know, like the podcasts in America,
Yeah.
they like take Vyvanse, which is like Adderall, it's like Ritalin. before
Right.
Wait, where'd you
podcasts.
get this?
I just.
Why are you listening to
Can I have
Ridley?
some?
Why are you listening Okay, to cool. Ridley?
What? No, it wasn't.
Alright, yeah, no, that
Oh, you just bleep it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a different comedian.
Oh, okay.
Who would
Alright.
not
Okay.
want that? Yeah.
How
Yeah.
funny is it how like it's so easy for people who work at pharmacies to get that shit?
Yeah.
I used to live with a girl who got our housemate because the Xanax and alcohol wasn't doing it for him anymore. She got him fentanyl.
What?
And his life.
Fentanyl.
This is during COVID. And
Right.
he was a shredded like personal trainer.
Yeah.
And now he's like a fat, like no teeth, living
Rob?
with like.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing how quick like it will take your life down. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a crash course
No, it's
in ruining
yeah.
your life. Like it's just so efficient. It's like
Yeah.
when he left the house, he left over 100 piss bottles in his room. That's how much you don't want to move and you don't
Piss
care.
Pringles.
That's how good fentanyl is. You will live in your own piss.
Yeah.
Why
And he
would
was
they
happy.
offer him that? Why
Huh?
would they like, hey?
No, he would have been like, I need your help. The Xanax and
In-
alcohol. Like he'd drink like a bottle of fucking rum
Yeah.
and
Basically,
on
bottles on
Xanax,
piss.
which is
Yeah.
like so easy to die doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And but then he was like, you know what? We need to kick this up into gear. He would always say things. He would always say he wanted to try heroin.
Yeah.
He's like, I reckon I could do it once. I'd be fine. I reckon.
I think a lot of people say that.
His
Yeah.
fentanyl once. And
Do it.
then
Maybe I've been
fucking.
accidentally been taking fentanyl because it sounded like you were describing my life there. For
No. You've never gotten over a dozen piss bottles. That's like
No, but Adam was like, Adam, you brought like 20 bottles of sparkling water, and you were like, do you want them? And in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna piss in them.
Wait, why do you have all those?
So I accidentally bulk bought tonic water. It's not sparkling. It's tonic.
Oh,
Tonic
tonic
water.
water's the worst.
Yeah.
I accidentally
It's
bought.
so not refreshing.
It's not refreshing. It's kind of bad taste.
And it's actually bad.
Very
Like
unhealthy.
there's actually heaps of sugar in it, but it doesn't taste.
Yeah,
good. Like
it's
it's terrible for
It's
you.
very.
Are you trying to kill me, fucking Cleveland? What's going on here?
Sorry, but I'm trying to get rid of it. I've got 20 bottles of it.
You got 20
You
bottles.
got 20 cases.
of it.
Yes,
And was
20
this when you were
cases.
entering? So what you were saying is that you don't be checking your phone now. You
No, I'm
fucking
getting a
cunt.
picture of the tonic
Anyway,
water.
Online?
So much.
in case we didn't believe you, you know what I mean?
Online? You bought these? Or?
Yeah, I was trying to do a.
Okay, you
online.
need to stay off online.
Yeah.
I was trying to do an online
Stay off
order.
the
and
internet.
I-
There's a lot of words. Stick to
Yeah.
the image search.
So, hang on, right? So your mother asked you to get 20 cases. Why does she need 20 cases of tonic water?
Well, so important here is I can't read.
Yeah,
We know.
yeah,
And the crowd can tell.
right.
Yeah.
Important is I
People
can't.
listening probably can't.
They
Okay.
don't know. They don't know
Yeah.
I can't read. But so important is I can't read, and my mum was doing the food order, and she said, "Put anything you want on." And she was like, "Also put tonic water on for me." And
So you're like a bison, a spear. Anyway.
hey,
Yeah, she's like,
Whoa.
You fucking said I
I'll
was
get the
taking
berries.
fentanyl, you fucking cunt.
She's out to get the nuts and berries, and you're
The great harvest. So was
Ready
this?
for
I was
winter.
putting on like things I want, like Kinder eggs and stuff.
Alright, okay.
And I put tonic water on. For
Hold that a
her.
little bit closer to you.
I put tonic water on for her, and I put in 20 instead of thinking it was 20 bottles.
Right.
oh
And it
my
was 20
God.
cases.
20 cases.
Wow.
Which is...
Wait, so you know numbers?
I'm pretty good with numbers.
Okay, so but when you saw the
No, you're
price,
How many
you
fingers
s-
am I
when you
holding
s-
up?
when you saw the price of how much it was costing, it didn't.
I didn't look at the... I wasn't buying. I was just putting stuff on. I was just...
Okay, but so your mum should have noticed the price.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
should have
yeah,
been
yeah.
like, "This is too much. I'm spending two."
Who the fuck is that? Is that your mum? You brought the Cleveland clan.
That'd be a lot. That'd be a lot.
All right, okay.
That'd be a lot.
So what? So you got 20 cases of
20
fucking
cases
tonic
sparkling
water.
Tonic water.
Right,
But the
okay.
thing is,
My mum wanted me to say that she normally buys Fever Tree. We don't normally buy own brands.
Oh, the
tonic water.
fancy stuff.
Yeah. Normally we get the good tonic water.
So you got me the shit
Wait,
tonic
but
water.
that is tonic water.
Yeah, but we normally get like the nice tonic water. This was...
Oh, so she does want tonic water.
She does want tonic water, just not...
120.
But why does she need that much tonic water?
No.
Is she heavy
She
on the
doesn't
gin?
want it.
gin
But
She
and-
wanted-
20 bottles. Why
she
does she want
wanted-
20
but she-
bottles of tonic water?
Because no, she wanted... Yeah, well, just for tonic.
Is she an
Does
alcoholic?
she, does she drink it with gin?
Yeah.
Okay, and was she drinking that in the womb?
I don't think she was drinking it in the room. Was I drinking it in the room?
I was just about to. Yeah, you were drinking in the room. Anyway, that's all right. Okay, I was
You've
gonna.
never successfully ordered anything. Why does she keep making you do that?
I've only done this once before, and that was with eggs. And that was a faff.
Yeah.
What? You ordered eggs?
Because I was going to get 12 eggs, and I got 12 packs of eggs.
I got 12 packs of cigarettes. I don't know why. If I was honestly, I would stop ragging on you, but feel free to throw it back.
Yeah.
But if I was gonna order something, I the last person I would ask is
Yeah.
We're like at Cleveland on the phone. They need to order.
Like, but, I can get some stuff if you need. The blue barrels?
What's a blue barrel?
Oh, okay.
Was this from the water sports thing?
Yeah, so I was trying to get blue. So do you ever build a raft?
No.
No, we're not from the Neil with the.
You ever go hunting for wild game?
You know when you were at like secondary school and you went on like the trips to like the activity thing, and you build like a raft out of like,
Yeah.
big blue barrels and sticks and stuff.
Yeah.
So my boss told me, he went, "We're gonna start the blue barrel thing at work." I work at Warsons, and he went, "If you could get blue barrels, that would be brilliant."
Yeah.
And then we didn't start it, so now I'm stuck with these fucking blue barrels.
Oh my god.
And I got rid of like all 10.
Oh, you work on the lakes or something, don't
I
you?
work on a lake, yeah.
But if you're ordering all those blue barrels,
And you live in.
I don't live in a caravan.
I said cave, but.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Don't live in a cave
sorry.
either.
It's just way
I have
too
a nice
easy.
house. It has a lot of walls.
but hang on, watch your foot there with the
Oh,
light.
yeah, whoops.
But hang on a second. So you're buying all these blue barrels. The fucking
No,
police.
I got the blue barrels for free. You don't need to buy them.
Yeah, but where'd you get them for free?
Facebook Marketplace kind of thing.
But that person's gonna think that you're like using it to dispose of fucking bodies or something.
Well, they're all sealed as well, so they're not like lidded blue barrels. They're sealed because otherwise they'd fill up with water in the sink.
Okay, so you're making rafts.
Yeah, well, no, we didn't make rafts in the end. I'm just stuck with these blue barrels.
You could, there's always time to make a raft.
Yeah.
If they need help in France, I'm pretty good at making rafts.
Oh, for the migrants.
If they do need help.
Okay, but they do need your help. I don't know if you've been watching the news, but they're not great at
I don't know.
boats.
I don't.
How hard can
I
it
don't
be to
really
sail
watch
across?
So where's the lake that you work at?
Lewisham.
Oh,
Just around the corner.
I didn't know there was a lake here.
It's just a big like pond that he.
Technically,
guards.
it's a pond. We haven't got enough hectares.
Okay. And what do they do at the lake?
Swimming, paddleboarding.
Really?
Yeah. We were going to do raft building, but then that got
All
scrapped.
summer I could have gone swimming at this
Yeah,
lake.
you could have gone swimming for free as well.
Fuck.
Yeah. And like, so your job is to But yeah, now during the winter now it's going to be closed, right?
No, we're open all winter.
Who goes swimming in a pond during the winter?
Middle-aged ladies.
Oh, okay.
They're very nice.
Right.
I have to see them all.
Am I misremembering something now, or did you tell me that you bagged one of them before? Yeah. No, you didn't. No, I don't mean no. You didn't. I didn't mean that you put them in a bag, put them in a barrel. I mean that you had sex with one of them.
No, I didn't. I didn't
have.
have sex with one of them. I caught a guy wanking at the lake.
Oh, hey, let's not talk about that. I don't want the listeners knowing about me getting caught at the lake.
Wait, how could he misconstrue those two things?
I haven't.
Wait, you're like, no, actually, it's like two completely different
I haven't
stories.
fucked any of the people at the swim at the lake.
Okay, so you caught a man. What happened with the man masturbating at the lake?
So there was a swimmer comes up to me and says, "There's a guy in the bushes at the other end."
Okay.
With his cock out.
Okay.
And it's like I
Were
can't.
there children at the lake?
There are children in the lake, but they weren't near him.
Okay.
Okay.
No harm, no foul.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sexual harasser, maybe not paedophile. I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then I had to paddleboard down to him.
Okay.
It's not very.
With a siren on the front.
I had to like paddleboard to get him.
Yeah.
And then like try and like oik him out.
Yeah.
But
What do you mean oik him out?
Finish him off.
He's like, well, fucking finish me off then, I'll be on my way.
No, I had to like. Well, because he wouldn't leave because he was like refusing to leave.
Was he in the
Oh, so he was
water?
being obstinate, like he wasn't.
Yeah, he was in the water.
He was in the water wanking.
Just in the water, yeah.
So,
Having
an underwater wank.
having a
That sounded like I was underwater there for a second. But,
Was it?
so how he was wanking under the water?
Yeah.
So how did this person see that he was wanking?
Splash.
Ah, okay. All right, okay.
And they could, like he wasn't wearing any clothes.
Oh, okay.
But he was refusing to leave. So like I kind of
Yeah, he's naked.
yeah.
trying to hit him with a paddle.
So you went over
You
and you were
actually,
like,
hit him with the paddle.
Yeah, it was.
Oh wow.
Why? He's harassing these ladies.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying. No, that's
He
fine.
deserved it.
Yeah,
wait, so
that's
he was
fine.
wanking in the direction of a woman?
In lots of women. It's middle of summer. There's like 100 people in the lake.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
Yeah,
he
and
was,
there's about to be millions.
all those women are going to get knocked up. So you went over and you apprehended him. You said, get the fuck out of here.
I didn't. He pushed me off the paddleboard.
Whoa!
then my brain was like, "Oh, I'm in the lake with all this cum."
Yeah.
What brain? No kidding. Listen, call me a fag.
I called
Call
this.
me fag.
I said this to Oliver before. He was
Oh,
like, "Do you
that
want to go on
little-
this?
a tiny bit
Do you want to go on this
close,
podcast?" And I was like, "I'm going to get on this podcast and get called a retard a lot. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah, listen, that's what everyone like. Fucking.
That's what's going to happen."
But throw it back.
Okay.
No, but yeah, whatever you want to do. No, everyone we shit on. Yeah, this is a shitting on each other podcast. But anyway, so he tossed. How did he get you off the paddleboard?
They're quite. They just
Right.
pushed up and I fell
Like,
off.
you
kind
have
of
this
was a paddle.
fascinating story, right? And then you just go. It's like you say a part of it, and you're like, as if that's the end of the story, right? And then it just escalates. You prod a little bit further, and you're like, oh yeah, then I ended up killing him. Like it's just like,
Yeah.
you gotta finish the story to completion.
Okay, so then it pushed me off the paddleboard, and I'm in the water, and he like tries to escape, and he succeeds. And
How does he escape?
So
he just he just like swam across the thing, and I wasn't gonna like tackle the naked guy. 'Cause
Right.
He was covered in cum.
Right. You were covered in cum.
I wasn't gonna.
Okay.
You
alright.
came on him before.
Wait, so he climbed out the lake and just ran into the park?
Yeah, he's running into the park naked.
Yeah.
Did he grab a kid on the way out, or did he?
I don't know. I wasn't.
Right,
Once he's at the lake, it's not my business anymore.
That's true. Yeah, you're just the guy.
But
It's not my jurisdiction.
The
Yeah.
police won't come if he's wanking in the lake
Yeah.
because they don't do the water. They're not in charge of it.
You're in charge of the water.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but he was no longer in the water.
Yeah.
Well, what they said they'd get him after that, but if he's in the water, they won't really come and get him out.
Right. Okay.
They've just got to
okay.
wait.
Wait, so if you just hypothetically,
You read the
if
list.
you were like on the border of Scotland or something,
Hmm.
and you jerked off at some women, and then ran back to the English side, could the Scottish cops not do anything? Like, is that how? Is that?
I don't know why
You want to have a pretty big
I'm not the guy for
shot,
that.
like.
Yeah.
wanna
Also,
be
what
a
if you're like
shooter.
wanking in the sea or something? Is that a
Yeah, you're king shaming.
I don't know who's in. There's a lot of sea man. No.
Right. No, that's good.
Um,
And have you ever had to call the police on people at the lake?
yeah. For a while, I was being bullied by these kids.
Okay.
They used to.
Oliver?
They called me Shaggy.
Oh, from Scooby Doo.
Yep.
Right.
They still call me Shaggy.
Yeah.
They're like these kids from the local area.
Yeah.
They come up and they're cool. Right? I'm actually kind of friends with them now.
Yeah. I didn't know they could swim.
Some of them can't swim. There was like one
Yeah.
kid that could swim, and he was like saving all of them.
Oh my god.
I'd say less. So wait.
So then, how did you call the police on them?
Well, we didn't call the police. What they'd do is they'd come to the gate and be like, "Can we get in for free?"
Yeah.
And my boss would have to be like, "No, sorry." And then they'd break in, and we'd be like, "Get out! Come on!"
Right.
And then they wouldn't. And
How much does it cost?
Like £6, £3.
Right.
£3 for kids.
But why were they breaking in to not swim?
Sometimes they swam. Sometimes they just wanted something to do. They're bored kids.
Yeah.
Sometimes they throw stones at us. That no longer throw stones at me. We're cool.
Right.
But yeah, they're always trying to sell us drugs as well.
Okay.
That's fun.
What do they got?
Mainly
Fentanyl?
weed. One of them was trying to sell me Haribos once and be like, "Come on, buy these fucking Haribos."
Would you say they were like weed
gummies?
gummies?
But they were clear. I saw him open the packet.
Okay. yeah.
I was,
Right,
I'm not
okay.
that stupid. Yeah.
I gotta get a job at this
Wow.
lake.
But it,
Boys, candy, and fucking people jerking off in the water. It sounds like a dream job.
Yeah, in this wonderful land, the kids give you candy.
Yeah, yeah. It sounds like Narnia over there.
Yeah.
And you're working in Harry Potter.
I'm working on a
You're
Harry
a
Potter walking
transphobic
tour guide.
sympathizer.
How many
You're
hours
working
do you do a
for.
week?
I do probably do 6 tours a week, so 6 times by 3, however much that is.
18.
18 hours a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what do you? So what is your? Where are you going on this tour?
I start at King's Cross,
Yeah.
and then I go to Leicester Square, walk around Leicester Square, I go, this is where Harry Potter was filmed.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, yay. And then I walk around for a while.
Where was Harry Potter filmed in
Did
Leicester
you
Square?
do it on the 1st of September?
Because
Because apparently heaps of people go to King's Cross on the 1st of September.
Yeah.
Like that, it's so many go that it disrupts like the whole thing, and they had to ban everyone this year. So I was wondering if
Why do they
if
go
you
there on the
work that
1st of
day.
September?
Because it's the first day of school, and so what they
Oh,
do is they used
yeah.
to when with Harry Potter was less.
Now that you mention it, I was there. Yeah.
They used to put a Hogsmeade thing on the TVs.
Yeah.
And they used to do an announcement like, "Oh, the train to Hogsmeade is coming," but they didn't do that this year because they didn't want people to come.
What's Hogsmeade?
Come on,
some Harry Potter bullshit.
it's
I thought
where
you're-
the fucking Hogwarts Express comes in.
Oh, I thought you were
It's the
confusing
station.
Hogwarts with.
I don't confuse
Hogsmeade.
anything with anything.
Okay, you're right.
I know.
So
But I did do it on LGBT. I did it on like LGBT Pride Day,
oh wow.
and that was tough.
Okay.
Because I was walking them all around, and there was just fucking pride flags everywhere. And then they kept being like, "So what do you think about it?" And I was like, "Hey, they don't."
What they were asking you?
Yeah,
What
well-
your opinions
Well, they were like,
on?
"What do you say?" Because I was showing them like Harry Potter, like, "Oh, this is where they filmed the Ministry of Magic," and then there were big trans
Do you know
like,
what
pictures.
what she needs
Oh,
to
wow.
do? She
Yeah.
needs to come out with a tweet saying that actually Professor McGonagall used to transfigure her vagina into a penis and fuck
Yeah.
fuck Harry with it.
She used to transform her Horcrux into a Nimbus 3000. Anyway, but surely you could just say that you are trans. I mean, we've had this conversation ad nauseum, but
Yeah, well, what the thing is, they gave you very little training on the Harry Potter walking tour. The only thing they give you is how to deflect from the trans question.
okay.
Like, all I got was like follow someone around on a tour, and then they go, you start touring. If anyone asks about trans people,
Yeah.
you just go, listen, we support Harry Potter is a very inclusive franchise.
Yeah.
And then stop talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you told them about you getting away on your sister's ID?
Oh yeah, when I was younger.
Yeah.
You know how like you used to like sneak in like nightclubs and stuff or
Yes.
whatever. I would like want to go to like shows or concerts or whatever, and they'd be like 18 plus. And my sister was 2 years older than me, and she looked kind of similar to me.
Yeah.
So I just pretend to be trans,
Yeah.
and I would give my sister's ID to like the bouncer and shit.
Okay.
And they'd be like, "Oh, you're." I can't. Olivia or whatever,
Yeah.
what her name is, and I'd be like, "Yes," and then they'd be like, and I'd be like, "You're being transphobic right now."
Did you actually have to say that to any of them?
Yeah, I
Oh,
said
wow.
that to them once.
And how far did you take it? Did you like tuck your
I took my dick
stuff
out and
between
was
your
like,
legs?
looking at
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Look at my
Look
pussy.
at it. Look at my look at my girl cock. You
Look at
fucking.
look at my uncircumcised pussy.
Is this the biggest clit you've ever seen? You
Yeah.
fucking homo.
I can't get hard. I'm on too many hormones. You fucking pussy. Suck my soft fucking pussy.
Speaking of hormones, how's your mother? Oh fuck! So yeah, you're
Yeah.
actually that reminds me. This came in the post today, and I just want you to read that out for us.
Oh yeah, I know what this is gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your acceptance letter for Hogwarts.
Notice of intent to prosecute for the greater trip. Oh, how did they get my full name?
Well, the question is, why did you give them our address?
Oh, because I didn't want to give them my real address. So I was trying to remember. I remember when this happened. It was when I was coming back, and I had my suitcase
serving
and
Oliver?
everything.
Yeah, I'm serving Oliver, yeah.
And I ran through the fucking barriers and shit. And they're like, "Hey, stop!" And then I came back, and they're like, "Oh, what's your name?" And I swear I gave them a fake name, which that's scary.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Where do you live?" And I was like, either 78 or 73. And they're like, "How do you not know your address?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "I don't know. I move a lot.
Yeah.
And then I kept trying to, and eventually I convinced them this was my address.
Okay.
So now that's not my problem.
Don't worry about it. I told them your real address.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's I just jumped the barriers and now they're fining me.
How much they finding?
It's like
A
100
fine of up to £1,000. You must
No.
apply this letter.
It's going to court.
The fact, sorry, the idea that if you committed a crime and you got sent to a male prison is just,
It's terrifying.
I'm gonna jerk off to that thought later on. No, anyway, but that's absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, dude, I get fucked in prison pretty aggressively.
Surely the judge would be like, just in this one case, we're gonna send you to juvenile.
we go.
You are 22, but there's no way we're fucking.
We
sending
can't
you to,
put you
A
in
juvenile,
there.
No.
maybe women's. You might get sent to
Yeah, I could go to
women's
women. If I could go to
You might
women's
still get fucking
prison.
at women's
use your sister's ID. But
Yeah.
so you're working for the
Yeah.
for that and you're what are you fucking laughing at?
No, it's just they're like, "No, we're gonna fine you," and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. You were in Japan.
Yes, yeah. I was in Japan.
We haven't spoken since you were in Japan.
We haven't spoken since you were in
No.
Japan.
Well, I mean we've spoken, but you haven't been on since you were in
Oh,
Japan.
okay, yeah. Japan was weird. It's like living in Disney World.
Yeah.
You know, like none of the people. It's not.
What are you gonna say here? How is it like Disney World? This is not.
I know they have a lot of mascots there.
They have a lot of. They all talking to a Japanese person feels like you're talking to a 12-year-old.
Oh Jesus, Oliver.
No,
So
not in a bad way.
Yeah.
In that
And
they're
you were
so
loving
nice.
it. You were loving talking
They
to
were
those
talking
Japanese
to you
people.
like you were 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like,
What do you mean that it's like talking to a 12-year-old?
Well, they're so happy all the time.
Yeah.
And because there's no crime in Japan at all.
They are very wholesome. I used to have a Japanese boss, and it was wholesome, but then sometimes like some weird dark shit would come out.
Yeah.
Like he was very like, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But then he'd be like drunk at the work party, and he'd be like talking about how he misses the trains in Japan because you could smell women's hair on it.
Yeah.
Shit like that, you know.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, and everyone would be like, what? It just
You were
comes
like,
so far.
Jesus, Mr. Tamagotchi, don't be fucking, don't be fucking. I saw some guy. We'll go back to Japan, boy. Do you know Stuart Francis? Do you know him? The one-liner American guy.
No.
He's on Mock the Week, and he had this. I was watching, and he goes, he goes, I married way too young. Chinese woman, that's her name. Can't be a good fucking
Asian Art Festival.
Oh, Asian Arts Festival.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, I'll talk
Asian
about that.
Arts Festival?
Arts
Yeah.
Festival.
Oh.
Did you?
This is so.
Yeah,
funny.
how is anyway? No, so yeah. what's
Did
the-
you? Have you heard about this?
No, so was this in Japan?
No, this was in Edinburgh.
Right,
So,
okay.
what's it called? Do you know Hideto?
No.
The Japanese guy Ridwan hangs out with.
He lives around
Yeah.
here, doesn't he?
Yes, he does hang around here. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, no,
yes.
or is he homeless too?
No, he lives around here. Yeah.
He had a home.
Yeah.
Not bragging, but he basically was opening for this show in Edinburgh, and then they all left back to Japan, and then Hideto messaged Ridwan being like, "Hey, we've been nominated for an award at the Asian Arts Festival. Can you come and accept it on our behalf?"
Because Ridwan is Asian, technically.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
He was not welcome there though. Like we
Really?
walked to it was very clearly East Asian. Like
Okay.
Ridwan walked in and he was not. I was more welcome than Ridwan.
And is that because they're racist towards Indians?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And so we walked in because I went, Ridwan went, Don went, Will went, and Gainel went there because there was an open bar and there was an open buffet. So we
Okay,
went and
lots
got
of
there.
sake.
And we went there and they came. They're like, "Hey, are you live manga?" And we were like, oh, we're here to accept the award on behalf of Live Manga. They're like, you're Live Manga. And we're like, great.
What's Live Manga?
Live Manga, the show Hideto was doing it for, right? And so
Live manga.
Oh,
It's-
live manga.
they
okay.
like
Manga,
act out
but live.
manga in live
Okay,
action.
lots of
It's-
versions.
Yes.
All right.
And so then the award show was about to begin, and he came up to us, and he was like, hey, just so you know, every artist is going to perform before the award show.
Yeah.
You're the band, right?
You can do the voice if you want, but okay.
I don't want to do the voice.
Okay.
And then we were like, yeah. And we were like,
You did the
what?
voice earlier.
Yeah, I don't want to do the voice
You're
right
doing the
now.
eyes as well.
Oh wow.
No. So then they went, are you going to perform? And we were like, yes, yeah, we'll perform.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're a band, right? And we're like, we're a band.
So the band, you, Ridwan.
Me, Ridwan, Dom, Wes, and Will.
Right, okay.
We all formed a band, and they're like, you're on in 5 minutes. You got to do 7 minutes.
The fucking retards. Is that the name of the band? Anyway, I couldn't think of anything.
And we were the only white people there. We were the only non-East Asian people there.
Right, okay.
And so we were on in 5 minutes, and we had to like start a band.
Okay.
So we decided Will was going to freestyle rap, and he ended up rapping about colonialism.
Will Kiley.
Will Kiley, yeah. And Wes was beatboxing, like. And,
Where's Defoe?
Yeah,
pretty
Wes
good
Defoe.
beatboxer.
How, surely they had some
Yeah.
reservations about a black gentleman.
They had reservations about all of us.
Right.
And then Dom was clicking,
Yeah.
and then I was doing this,
Yeah.
and Ridwan was emceeing. So he walked on stage and he was like filming it and shit.
Right.
So then we went on and we performed our songs to this.
No instruments.
No instruments, all slaps, clicks, and rapping.
Yeah.
In front of this crowd, I'm really confused.
Of Japanese
How
people.
many in the crowd?
Japanese,
Like
Chinese.
maybe 40,
The
Okay.
pictures are crazy.
40 East
pictures?
Asian
He has
people,
pictures, yeah, they're pictures are crazy.
all being like, "What the fuck's happening?"
Yeah.
And so we performed our song. Will was rapping about colonialism. At one point, he rapped about being a paedophile. Well, he didn't rap about. I think he rapped about either Dom or me being one of us was a
Okay.
paedophile. And then Ridwan started pointing at us and go, "He's a paedophile."
Right, okay.
And so then we finished our song, and then the
What
awards.
were the crowd doing during this? Were they just watching like politely? Were they?
They were they were like, this
Yeah.
is Western art.
Yeah.
This is
But they were.
Oh.
They were.
no, that one.
Very racist.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then you do your fucking performance thing.
So we do our performance,
Yeah.
and then we get off, and they
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, well done."
Yeah.
And then they do the award show, and our person won.
Okay.
So then Dom went on, and he gave a very long acceptance speech.
Right,
He
okay.
started just like
He didn't do
being
the
like,
voice, did he?
"Thank you."
He didn't do the
Wait,
voice.
how did you win? I don't understand.
Well, we didn't win. The person we were representing won.
Live manga one.
Yes.
The live manga went.
Hold on. Am I going to have to put a raw fish on that or something for you to hold it closer to your face? There you go.
So how do you know live? who
Well,
was
we
Live
probably
Manga
should
to you?
bleep out live manga, but we know because Hideto was opening for them,
Okay.
and they had gone back to Japan, so they didn't
Okay.
really care about this award. They were just like, "Hey, we've won Best Asian Male Artist or whatever."
Okay.
So we went on and accepted it, and we were like, "Oh, great!" And we were getting very drunk off champagne, and then a guy came up to us and he was like, "Hey, I just want," and they performed at the Tokyo Olympics, by the way, so they were like a big band.
This is the
They were
great-
like a big
this-
thing.
Okay.
And they're like, they're the theatre troupe of children that have just come over from China to perform in Edinburgh, and we were just wondering if you could come and teach them about improv musical theatre, seeing as you're improv musicians.
But they wanted you to go to China.
No, they wanted us because they had come over for the Edinburgh Fringe.
Right, okay.
So then we were like, "Oh yes, of course, we'll go teach your kids."
Yeah.
And so he was like, "We'll pay you 100
Like,
quid."
Legitimately crazy. They were like, oh yeah, we'll come and teach your kids how
Yeah.
to do musical
Did you
theatre.
do that?
Yeah. We went over, and it was this big
You know how you were saying
theatre.
earlier, like,
It's
how
like
many
you guys
people
are so
This
retarded
is-
that it's almost
is a
genius.
pedophile.
Yeah.
Like it's I don't understand how.
But
you
there was
get
a financial incentive here.
The-
You're getting paid
We were
to...
getting paid 100 quid. We also would do it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
And
What,
we were gonna
being
teach
around
them.
children?
Yeah, well, improv musical theatre. That's what we love.
That's what you're known for.
Improv musical comedy theatre. And so we went on, and all the children couldn't speak any English.
Okay.
So we had to like teach them for an hour through translator improv musical comedy. And we
Hang
went
on. Who is here? You...
me, Ridwan, Dom, and Waz.
Fuck me.
And
Fucking mental, isn't it? It's the craziest thing.
and we went on, and Ridwan just got on stage and he was like, "Who loves improv?" And then they're like, who loves comedy? Who loves musicals? No, the translator. And then he was like, who loves the West? And then,
Who loves free speech?
Wait, so he had what? He's never put this much energy into emceeing his own gig.
yeah, he put so much more work into it.
crazy.
God.
So you were all getting paid how much for this?
We were getting paid £100 total, so 25 quid each.
Oh
my
my
God.
God! You.
But we just kind of wanted to do it.
Crazy.
It
I
was
mean,
so-
it is good for the story, but Jesus
I
Christ!
was-
Yeah.
And we killed. We did so well with these. I'll show you pictures. We did so well with these children.
What?
This is
I don't want to see
this
pictures
is
now,
the
it's-
children we were teaching. This is.
Fucking
I'll show you this is the children we were teaching.
Okay, hang on there. So, I mean, it's quite an impressive room.
Don't make any jokes about their uniform, Rob.
I'm not. I'm not.
Don't mention it.
I thought they. Yeah. Anyway, no, I wasn't. God, I see.
I know what you're thinking though.
I'm not thinking anything. So you were teaching them
So
improv comedy.
musical comedy. So we were like. So Wes was beatboxing,
Yeah.
and then
Can you send me that photo, actually?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, one sec. This is the award we won. This is us winning the award.
No, you didn't win it. You collected it on behalf of
Yeah, but we treat it
Who
like
has
we
the
won it.
award
We
now?
claim to be we still have the award. We haven't given it over.
You claim to be live manga.
Yes, yeah.
Live
Well,
manga.
for legal reasons, we changed our name to Live Mango when we were doing the teaching thing.
Okay.
But what's it
It's
called?
kind of like live man go.
Do I-
Do you know what I mean?
this is. I'm sure this is very illegal. Like it
yeah.
must be. Like your
no cop would bother prosecuting.
No.
it.
Yeah.
Probably not. But like
No one.
The
it was
CCP,
day one.
maybe.
it might be the whole like pretending
Well-
to be someone to children might be a bit weird.
Well, I think it's more on them for not doing like the DRC, whatever the child
DBS.
check,
Yeah.
DBS check. We didn't get
I
DBS check.
doubt
Yeah.
China has that.
Yeah, I don't think they give a shit.
They don't care for their
Um,
children.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck
Especially
about
the little girls.
Yeah.
Is that
But-
still a thing there, the one-child policy? So, so sorry, you were in Japan. What was...
Yeah, Japan was sick. Japan was cool. It's cool being in a country where, because you know you're not staying there for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
you're just like, oh, I'm just hanging out here. Nothing matters here for a month.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what's cool about it.
Yeah.
And because you're so...
So you can just rape heaps of people.
Yeah, yeah.
you can do whatever you want.
The age of consent there is... I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's better.
I know.
Better. Yeah. Yeah. It's ideal.
It's cool. It's a cool age of consent.
You gotta try different cultures. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you gotta.
A little bit of sushi, a little bit of... Anyway, I won't say what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, no, what's cool about it is because it's so different. Like, it's way wild. Anything weird that you do, they just put down to, oh, that's an English person. Anything weird that they do, you're so far apart from each other
Yeah.
that neither of you think the other one's
You
weird.
think the races are so far apart?
No.
You think that how much lower than us do you think that's?
Listen,
You're
no-
further apart. Oh, you like that one, Cleveland. Anyway, no.
You're far apart from every other race. You're
Whoa!
a different
Whoa.
species, dude.
Dude, I've met people with Down syndrome.
You're a
And
Neanderthal.
you do look like one.
Oh, you look like you might have kabuki syndrome.
What's kabuki syndrome?
That's the one where they look like kabuki masks, the Japanese kabuki masks.
Wait,
Which
they're like...
is a horrible name for a disease.
Yeah, you look like a mask.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. You look like an ugly mask we wore to make
No,
fun
you
of
actually
people.
don't at all.
Yeah.
But it was just funny to say because we're talking about Japan. But
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what's it called? Yeah, no, Japan's sick. It's like it's just a whole culture of people where you're like, you can only speak to them like you're both 12. You
Okay.
can only talk positively.
Well, because you're speaking in like pidgin English or what's it?
Yeah,
called?
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Yeah,
alright.
yeah. So you're just like, you happy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want more drinks? Let's have more drinks. And then
Yeah,
you
yeah,
drink
yeah.
heavily for a month.
Right, okay. Yeah, so it was like kind of an escape from your life here.
Yeah.
That was a joke, 'cause you could drink.
I drink heavily
And
here as
talking
well.
pigeon English with your girlfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's because she can't.
Anyway, speaking of pigeons, is that where you're having for dinner? Anyway, no, listen, come here to me, Adam. You went to special school. Was that
I
where
did go to special school.
Yeah.
Pretty good. What else? The specialist thing that's happened to me recently was
What do you mean the specialist thing?
like the most special I felt.
Okay.
I was flying to France.
Mm-hmm.
fancy retard.
You
Sorry,
know,
I
get
just
out
calling
there.
you a
I get
retard
out
doesn't
there.
feel funny anymore. I'm sorry,
get
I
out
didn't mean to call you that.
I prefer tard.
Yeah.
it feels more friendly.
Yeah.
And I was flying to France, and I went through the security, and I asked the lady, I was like, where do I need to go?
Yeah.
And she said,
France.
she gave me, she walked me to my gate,
Yeah.
which I already should have had some signs.
Is this your first time flying on a
No,
plane?
I've been on planes of my own, but I was just like, oh, which way is to this gate?
Right.
And she was like,
She put you in with the
planes
dog-
of Africa.
She's like, "Where's your cage?" she put you in the dogs.
no, she was like, I was like, where's this gate? And she was like,
Where's your owner?
this way.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she walked me to it. She was very, very polite.
Why did she walk you? Because she picked up on you being like, is this what you're implying?
Well, I don't know, but I didn't say anything. I
What's
just
your foot there? You're about to.
sorry.
No, you're all right. You're all right.
I didn't know where it was. So I was like, which way? And she was like,
Oh, if you said it like that, yeah, I can see which way.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything else.
Yeah.
Which way?
and then I got
Which
to the,
way?
got
Which
to the
way I
thing.
go? Plane fly.
Got to the
Big bird. in
correct.
sky.
The plane does fly. I got on the plane. And
Big bird cometh.
Then I sat down, and the lady was like, "Do you wanna? We're gonna move you," because I had an argument with this lady because she kept on asking the.
1+1.
No. She wasn't arguing with me. Well, she was arguing with me in a minute. But she kept on asking the stewards if they could help her with her belt.
Okay.
Her clip.
So this is on the plane.
On the plane. And she's like, I'm in the middle and she's next to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, you just push them together.
Yeah.
And she wasn't getting it. And I was like, together. And she was like, I want them to help me.
Oh, so you were put with the others.
So I was arguing with her.
Right.
I was being like, why you just want them to touch. I kept going to the guy next to me. I'm like, she just wants them to touch her.
Yeah.
And then she kept on shouting at me. Being
What does
like,
she look like?
lady, maybe a bit fat.
Yeah.
How old?
Probably in 30s.
Okay.
Oh, Ridwan
And did
probably
she
knows
look
it, yeah.
special as well? Is what I'm saying.
No. She
Okay.
I
She's
don't
just
look special.
desperate for.
No,
No, I'm sorry.
She was trying to clip them together, and she couldn't do it. And I kept going, "This lady wants them." She wasn't this, and then they moved my seat because.
Did you make a joke that she was only doing this so she would get touched
Yeah,
by the?
I would
okay.
get them saying, "You're doing this so you can get touched."
And did you know this?
That's
was
a crazy thing to
That's a
say,
crazy
yeah.
thing to say.
Yeah.
That's enough to get kicked off a fucking flight.
No, I was saying it to the guy next to me, and she heard.
And who was the guy?
She was
next to you?
also next to you.
And also, was the guy next to you responding, or was he just
No,
like?
he wasn't. He found it very annoying. So then they moved me to the front where there's lots of legroom.
Nice. Well, you can't touch or hurt anyone.
And then I sat down, and then just before we like took off, she's like, the stewardess comes up to me and goes, we're gonna take off in a minute. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks. And she was like, when we get into air, you can meet the captain.
Did you say it's like when we get in air?
She said,
when the plane go up. Did you? Okay, no, you're right.
when we get into the air, you can meet the captain.
Oh my god.
Right.
that's fucking
And I was
amazing.
like, oh no need. I don't have any complaints. It's fine. Thinking she was like, you can talk about what happened,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like we're apologizing for that lady.
So they let you off the hook because they thought you were special.
Well, I don't know, but they were like, you can meet the captain.
You know though. You know.
Like,
We all know.
When I say I've repeated this story twice now, and the more I repeat, the worse I feel in it. But she was like, no, you're allowed to meet the captain.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And at this point, I did think the lady was trying to fuck me. I was like, this lady's trying to fuck me. 100%.
Trying to fuck you.
That's
So
what I
good.
assumed. I assumed.
Are you doing this on stage, by the way?
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
So this is cabin crew that are.
cabin crew. She's like,
Yeah.
you can meet the captain. And I was like, whoa. Weird.
Wait, the children pop group in Ireland?
And so we got into the air, and then she came over to me with like there was like two kids, like two 6-year-olds, and they were like, we went to meet the captain.
Yeah.
And I said hi, and he was like, hello, and then I was like, this is not what I expected.
This is the most intelligent conversation. You're like, these guys are on my level.
I was
Yeah.
like, hi. And then the kids were like asking questions about the plane, and he was like, they're like, how does it work? And I was like, you know, yeah. It's weird they're asking that now.
So it's you
Yeah.
and two 6-year-olds were shown.
We got shown the plane. I got to see out through the front of the window.
Nice.
Honestly, pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was quite excited actually. And then I sat back down, and everyone must have assumed that I was special from
Right.
that. And so then I kept on getting offered like sweets and stuff by
Oh my
other members.
God.
Yeah,
Oh my
a
God.
lady offered me boiled sweets, and she offered me like, a boiled sweet. And before she gave it to me, she was like, "Remember, you have to suck it."
Yeah, I think this woman.
Oh
was-
my god. She thought you were going to break your teeth on it. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
That you're gonna
that is-
swallow it whole. So you really got. Jesus fucking Christ!
But-
This is on the way to France.
So that was the way to France, and then got off, Well, I actually flew to Switzerland. I just flew to Geneva and then went into France.
Yeah,
from
there's a
there.
plane right now. Yeah, speak of the devil.
That was the 852. I don't know. That'd be crazy.
Oh yeah, that's good. So wow, yeah, they thought you were. So you went to France by yourself.
Yep, all by myself. No,
Yeah.
I was meeting my girlfriend out there.
She's in France right now.
Yep.
What's she doing in France?
She's walking on a walking holiday.
She's on a walking holiday.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair
Yeah,
enough.
well, yeah.
Yeah, it's legitimate.
Very, very normal.
Yeah,
Non-special, non-dribbler. She's lovely.
Right. So she's not special.
Not at all.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So
But there's got to be something wrong. No, I'm kidding.
So hang on. So you were in special school.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
So, primary school was at a normal school.
Yeah.
I was too much, according to the
So you were in normal school.
So
but you
more
were
like
too much.
behavioural rather than.
primary school. I was like too much behavioural, and so then I had a 1-to-1.
What would you do? Would you be like?
I was
cause
just a bit of an
ruckus?
irritant. I think more than I wasn't like a naughty kid. I was just like I was annoying towards teachers.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
would be like, if a child, I don't know,
They're like, stop chewing the fucking desk.
a bit, but more like it would be like if they had like something on the whiteboard
Yeah.
and they had like written something down, I would go and rub it off.
Okay.
Adam.
I'd walk up and just rub it off, or
Yeah,
like
you're like you're like I can't. No one can read this gibberish.
or like there was a teacher once that said we're gonna learn about the Romans or something like that, and I was like Caesar, and I like stabbed her in the back with a ruler. Didn't like pierce her skin or anything.
Oh wow, but that was historically
Yeah,
accurate.
I knew what was going on about.
Yeah, wow.
And then I got
You're a sharp kid.
kicked out for that.
Wow.
So you
and then,
stabbed a teacher with a
and
ruler.
then like
How hard? Like enough to break the skin?
I was playing around. I was like, look,
But you don't. They don't know their own strength.
Yeah, exactly.
And then she was. My mum came into school once.
Yeah.
This was like, and it was like year 2, and I was sitting at the front of the class next to the teacher. And my mum goes to the teacher. She goes, "Why is Adam sitting there?" And she goes, "Oh, he kept on saying all the other kids were disgusting, gross,
Right.
and he didn't want to sit next to them."
God, I hate to see these fucking kids.
and then my mum was like, "He's a normal child. You can't do that." And she went, "Easy."
So your mother.
My mother's a lovely lady.
Okay. Right. Okay. Observant. So what? Okay. Go back and.
How many gin and tonics deep was she?
So the ruler that you stabbed the teacher with,
It was normal.
is it like a normal ruler?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So you
Caesar
stabbed
was
the
a
teacher in
ruler.
the. Huh?
No, it's a bad joke.
What was
I
it?
said Caesar was a ruler.
Caesar
that
was
was
a
great. That's fucking great. So hang on, we can't just skim over this. You stabbing.
I didn't.
Yeah.
So I just like knocked her in the back with a ruler.
Right. What
Like
was
the
her
way that's the
reaction?
kind of thing you're supposed to do to another kid. The fact that
Yeah.
you thought you could do that to a teacher
Well,
is
I-
insane.
So
Yeah.
then after that, then like year 3, I got a 1-to-1.
Mm.
So that's this entire lady's job was to like fucking look at me, and make
Right.
sure I was, and then like trying to help me with reading and stuff, and didn't work out too well, but you know.
How long before they gave up on you reading? Like what year?
They still haven't given
Year
up.
11 maybe. I think they gave up.
Year
I
11.
think they gave up in year 11 because like they said I didn't need to do the English GCSE, so they were like, yeah.
Interesting.
Right. So then,
So-
what age did you go to special school?
I went to special school first year of secondary school.
Okay. So what? 13.
11.
Okay. 11. All right.
11.
Okay.
11 till 16.
And I presume there was crazy shit going on there.
A lot.
Okay.
So, where to start? So you do get picked up for your first year at special school, or a few years. You get picked up on a bus,
Okay.
and there's like you get on the bus, and there's
Well, I'm just picturing like a
Dingo-
bus that they transport prisoners in. Like that's what I'm.
like a minibus. Like
Yeah, it's a
minibus.
short bus.
So, a
Yeah,
minibus.
yeah.
And then there's like a sun on it quite often.
A son.
A sun.
Does it have a face on
There'll
it?
be like a there'll normally be like some like fun colours on the side.
Yeah.
Is it playing like the ice cream van music?
No. When,
Oh yeah, special school, which is the ice cream man's basement.
and then you get picked up with us, and it comes at your house, and they honk to let you know they're outside.
Wow, like
And then
full
it
delivery.
picks up other specials and
Right.
go to
Okay.
school. And first day of special school, I get put next to this girl called Ash. I can't remember her name, but she was just like, "You're gonna hate it," and she had black teeth. and she was like,
Ash, had she been burned in a fire?
Was she eating ash?
I don't know, but I remember being like, this place is crazy. I shouldn't be here. And she had like black teeth. And she was, like,
as a child.
oh my god, yeah. And she was allowed to smoke, and it was fucking mental.
Oh my god.
How old?
I think she was like the last year of school.
So this isn't like a
normal.
normal special school. This is like problem children.
Yeah, some problem children, but like
Yeah.
mainly like that. I was the exception. Most people.
This is just
most people
cause,
are like
'cause
autism and stuff.
Schools will refuse students that are autistic and stuff. This is just like the rejects of all schools.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like the
I don't call it-
Krellborns and
I don't call my
that
friends
kind of stuff.
rejects, but yeah.
Well, it's actually nicer than calling them just straight up retards. Like
Yeah.
I think
They're, like,
but it
so-
sounds like that's. I mean, a little girl that's smoking and has black teeth. That sounds
Yeah.
like her parents are fucking.
Bad, probably.
Or
Pretty
she's
bad.
Probably
smoking
bad.
meth.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh, I didn't ask.
Right, so
The,
she's like, you're gonna fucking hate here. So
Yeah.
you weren't segregated by age.
What age was this?
That was my first day when she had black teeth.
So how old were you both the same age?
No, she was older than me.
She was like
older.
what teenager?
Probably year 9.
Okay.
So I was like, so she was probably 15,
Oh my god.
16, 14.
So you were like.
And then, and yeah, then you meet the rest of the kids in the class. There was like a girl, and she used to piss all the time,
Wow.
like just anywhere.
Like piss herself.
Like,
to like be angry, like if your teachers are pissing her off,
so it wasn't
literally,
like a
so-
bladder control issue.
she would do it on purpose. No.
That's actually where the saying came
You're
from.
pissing me off. Just fucking.
My first day going to like the classroom, there's a boy called Dennis, and Dennis had he had autism.
Hang on. So we get to Dennis. The girl, you can't just skim over the girl fucking pissing herself. So
So she would, like if a teacher was winding her up or something,
yeah,
she would just start pissing.
Wow.
like pissing herself. Or
She would
would
walk
like,
up to the
take
front of
off
the
her
class.
clothes and
We
piss?
would all start clapping, being like, piss, 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 piss. That's the joke. No, we didn't do that. We didn't do that.
Did
The
you?
fact that I
Wait, is that a
totally
joke?
believe
Or you
that.
did
Yeah,
do that?
I'm joking.
Oh no, because that would be amazing.
Yeah.
How
No.
horrifying for that teacher just like
No, we
class
were-
of fucking.
Talking about
I-
questioning your life choices. Just
No,
like,
so a lot of the kids had anger issues. So there was like a kid, I'd be like, because I'm not as bad as a lot of them, but I'd be like, hey, you angry? And they'd be like, no. And I was like, your mum's fat. Now I'm angry. And then they'd like start throwing chairs or something.
right.
I'd still like would do like you get away with a lot of things that you wouldn't be able to at other schools. Like we used to. It sounds terrible, but like some would like pick on someone and be like, "Hey, we're gonna get their shoes."
Yeah.
And we'd steal their shoes for the day, and they'd be like, "Give me my shoes back," and you'd be like, "We don't know where the shoes are." And we'd hide the shoes.
Right.
Um,
It's kind of like just the
you got
lunatics who run the asylum here.
It was basically a school where you had a lot of second chances.
Right.
You had no hope of learning to read. Like you probably can read if you figured it. Like you probably are capable,
Dude,
right?
that's a massive fear that I'm just like too lazy to learn to read.
yeah.
Dude, like,
Yeah, I've had my suspicions.
have you actually really? This probably. I'm sorry if this is insulting, but have you actually really sat down and tried since you've left school? Do you know what I mean? Like,
So I went to like a this is dumb. Sorry. So I signed up for like an after school reading class.
yeah.
And I like just clicked the wrong box, and it was a bricklaying class instead. And so
Oh my
I
God.
learned to lay brick.
I mean, it's an
Why
easy
doesn't
mistake.
your mum sign you up for these things?
My mum's a busy lady. I don't know.
Well, there's a lot of gin and tonics, but because you don't actually seem
I laid a
stupid
brick
at
in the
all.
toilet.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Thanks,
you don't
Hamish.
seem
Even
you don't
you.
seem like someone who can't read. That's why it's so
Yeah.
odd to me. Like it's.
I've made it so much about my personality now. I feel like if I learn now, it'd be such a waste. I've got this far.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So now you like it.
I'm not even gay. I just
No, I don't like it. It's not helpful.
yeah.
But it's
So
but
wait,
you can read a little bit, right?
yeah, I can do a bit. I can do a bit.
Like
sure,
3
but
letters or
what's,
something.
it might just be slower, but you might be.
The best
surely
way,
you can
I realised
improve.
this the other day, the best way to understand how my level of reading is like to play Scrabble with me or something.
Okay.
Because I can do it a bit.
right.
I think if you
Right.
watch me play Scrabble or like Bananagram,
You can spell Scrabble.
Yeah.
You just look at the box.
He's like, oh, I've got one. He just puts down
No,
like
no,
Z,
did
Y, P.
I was like,
and said,
no,
what's that?
there'd
He's
be
like,
no way
"Six."
for me to spell Scrabble. I don't know where you think I spell Scrabble from. Scrabble's a really hard word.
No, I mean because you.
Yeah,
look at
yeah,
the box.
I got it, I got it.
All right.
So at what age did you notice that like you weren't like the others? Like that you couldn't read? Have you been diagnosed with?
So I've been diagnosed with dyslexia.
Okay, so it's like an extreme version
Yeah,
of dyslexia.
I don't say I'm dyslexic because everyone's like, I'm dyslexic, and you're like, fuck off.
No, yeah. Some people
you
just
can
like
say
they struggle with a couple words every now and again. But it sounds like you have it like where it's absolutely jumbled.
bad.
Like,
and then I have like dyspraxia and dyscalculia. I kind of got over dyspraxia.
I thought you were good with numbers.
Okay, I was lying about that.
What's dyspraxia?
Clumsiness.
Right. Okay.
Like bad at navigating. Kind of that.
It's a good thing you're not in charge of a fucking lake.
yeah. He's like, I'm lost. He's like gonna use his radio. You got a radio in. Mayday, Mayday! I'm lost on the lake. I don't know. Are you south? He's like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Dyspraxic.
So wait, you mentioned this guy Dennis. What was the story with Dennis?
Dennis.
Dennis was great. Dennis was one of the like train autism.
You were tight with tennis.
Dennis was best mate. He was loved Dennis.
And he was the train version.
All right.
He had train autism. Yeah.
What's train autism?
Like trains.
Oh, they love trains.
They love trains.
Okay. All right.
That one sounds like self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Some people, there's lots
what
of
are you
autistic people. They like trains. They like buses. They like chocolate milk, strawberry milk, not banana. They never like banana milk. Michael Jackson, fucking love Michael Jackson. Autistic people,
Michael Jackson loves them.
fucking love. We had a school talent show every year, and there would always be like 2 autistic guys doing Michael Jackson.
Oh my God.
Did Michael Jackson ever come and visit your school?
Not when I was there.
No, okay.
They're just
Love to meet the
moonwalking
guy.
in a wheelchair.
They love Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Autistic people love Michael Jackson.
Dude, they fucking love Michael Jackson.
Okay, all right. Okay.
There was one guy, and he had the outfit and everything.
Yeah.
He had like the glove, and then
He ate the other one.
they do love food as well. They do love food as well.
Glove.
Yeah, he had 2 gloves, Michael Jackson.
Hey.
Yeah, didn't
No,
he?
he had one glove.
He had 1 glove. All right.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Okay. Fuck me. So you're saying, and do you have any insight into why autistic people love trains and chocolate milk and
Trains is like, I think that's just routine. That makes sense. They're like routine. They're like
timetables?
and guys, trains are cool.
They are pretty sick.
Yeah, best form of transport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go down to the train station, look at
Like
trains, but it's more like I'm contemplating jumping in front of them.
Yeah.
And I just never have the balls to do it. So.
And then chocolate milk, strawberry milk. Don't know
Right.
what that's about. I think it's good. I think it probably tastes quite good.
Yeah, it's a lot of sugar. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might be autistic.
And then
but not
then the
banana
Michael
milk.
Jackson thing. I don't know that. Don't know why that is.
I mean, who doesn't love Michael Jackson?
Yeah, let me
The
think.
fuck the victims. Anyway, but
but yeah, dude,
Dennis, what was Dennis train?
So Dennis was trains, and he used to like draw the maps out, like all of the maps, the trains, and everything like that. And you'd like, it's kind of like Beautiful Mind. It would be like all the maps, the trains.
Yeah.
But he used to,
Like from memory.
yeah, just draw a bunch of them could do it. He could draw all the maps out from every, like things, and there'd be like another autistic guy who could do all the like. If you told him your name, your date of birth, sorry, he'd be able to tell you what day it was, and he'd remember it for ages.
Wait, so these are these people all grew up to work at the TFL. Is that why?
Yeah. Explains why the train's always fucking late.
There was another boy. If you like, he knew every capital of every country in the world and their flag.
Wow.
But at the
like
same
the
time,
worst superpowers you can imagine.
Yeah, but at the same
Yeah.
time they can't tie their shoelaces. So
No,
it's kind of
it's more like they can't talk to other people.
Right.
Like, autistic people can't.
Having all that knowledge and you can't tell anyone what occurs.
They
What
get
a
on
waste.
well. I think the thing with autistic people, they get on well with each other, like really well.
Mm.
And then when it's the other people, like it's us getting confused with them.
Mm.
Like they just don't want to be touched and have loud noises.
Yeah, and they don't want to have to.
So
That
are
sounds
you
fine.
implying that
Yeah.
they should be segregated from society? We should have
I think they
No,
want to be.
I
yeah.
like them. I think we should keep them around. But
give them their own country or something.
dude, that country would have the best trains.
It
have
would,
the
yeah,
best
yeah,
trains.
yeah.
And I love Michael Jackson.
Oh, he's gone very quiet. So yeah, so
give you a little
Dennis,
tickle.
Yeah,
So-
I liked it. It was fun.
any other wild stories from special school?
There's a lot of wild stories from social school. I guess we had sports day. Sports day was
Jesus.
and like so there's three.
What did sports day entail at the fucking?
So we had like 3 houses for sports day. So you had like green, blue, red.
Yeah.
I was in green.
A lot of foam balls, I imagine.
Yeah.
Nothing too hard.
No sharp
nothing-
corners.
Awful. Like like javelin. Like
Yeah.
They gave him javelins.
Oh my god.
No,
well,
they didn't. Give
Well,
us
they give you a javelin. They give you food.
Who else is he gonna use?
You go get lunch.
You know, like, there's Nerf. They're like, oh, you guys are signed up to the javelin. You got like a Nerf foam arrow instead.
Okay. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Okay.
You
Right.
throw that.
It goes like 2 meters.
There was one girl, and when she was quite fast, but she's a big girl as well. And when she ran, she used to go whoop 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 whoop.
Patrick Star.
Like genuinely.
Holy
Whoop whoop
shit.
whoop 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 whoop.
Then
She
she'd
was
piss
really-
herself and the whole
Oh
track
my
was covered in pits. It
God.
was really bad.
She said,
Oh, she's leaking oil.
and
Ah.
and then she always had this smell about her as well. And
Yeah, it was
the pissing
piss.
girl?
no,
Yeah.
different girl. Boop, 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 boop.
Like she's like a goldfish or something.
Zoidberg.
It's a fucking
like
nut.
like
It
very
was
similar,
Zoidberg.
very similar
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Zoidberg. But she used to make a
Very
noise,
similar to
Don't
what?
like that.
Zoidberg.
Zoidberg.
Oh,
from-
Zoidberg. Okay. Yeah.
very similar noise. But
He's Jewish. Is he Zoidberg?
Yeah.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So seems it.
Yeah.
Crab-like. No,
Yeah.
they're normally
Boss,
allergic to shellfish, though. Actually,
The Jews.
yeah,
Ah,
that's a
yeah.
common thing about Jews.
What's that?
They're normally allergic to shellfish.
That's probably the joke. I wouldn't be surprised
That
if
could
Futurama
be-
intentionally did that.
Yeah.
So she would run and like do make that noise, but she would, as well as running at sports day, she'd run all the time. So I
Right.
used
She
to
had a
get
lot
the-
of energy.
I used to when I was first at first there at school. I used to get the special bus in with her,
Yeah.
and so you'd have to hold the door open so she could run out as fast as she wanted to.
It's like a bull.
Like proper, like it was scary. When she was a few years above
Was
me,
there like a matador there with
Yeah,
a fucking
like,
red
and
rag?
she was quite a big girl as well.
But she was like solid, like muscly,
Like- she was like
just stocky.
yeah,
she'd be
like
good on a
you could
farm.
put like firm heart, like second heart, like midfield defender. She'd
She'd be a good prop.
good prop,
Yeah.
you know, like but she had this like smell about her.
Yeah, she could play a wall in a
and
theatre
like
production.
it wasn't a bad smell, but it was just such a memorable smell. And
Like, what if you had to compare it to something? This bedroom.
like lotion.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad smell.
Okay.
It was
all
just
right.
distinctive, yeah.
Just you can know
Like,
she's
was
coming.
it like sunscreen or something?
Something like that. Like,
Maybe she'd greased herself up so they couldn't catch her.
like someone, like it felt like someone was moisturising her. You know, it didn't feel like she was moisturising herself.
They just take her as, is someone moisturizing you?
It's just calm.
But then I was out the other day and I like was on a train and like I was on the DLR and
So hang on, this is like recently.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
And I just like got that. And I looked around. I was like, "Where is she?" But
Oh, wow.
I just literally got the smell in my nose, and like a flashback, and it wasn't her, but it was like, I was like, "Are you related to?" I don't want to say her name, but like da da da, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that's my daughter."
What?
You asked her.
I swear
Are
to
you
God,
fucking serious?
Swear to God, I was like, and I looked her in the eyes. I was like, "You smell like her," and I got off the train.
You just go, do you know? And she just goes, bloop, bloop, bloop.
It was crazy, and I was like, "Oh my God." But that,
So did you go to school around here? Is that
yeah. I went to
okay?
school in-
Wow. For some reason, I thought when you worked in the lake, I thought you like went up to like the northern UK, like way out.
No,
London,
no.
And you commuted there and then just camped there or something for a bit and then came back. I don't know. For
No.
some reason in my head, that's why I thought.
Yeah.
No, it's a very small.
So
lake.
hang on. So
Amazing.
you
You've
met
had
the
an
mother of
incredible
the blue blue blue.
Yeah,
girl.
yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, "Are you related to?" And she was
Right.
like,
And
yeah.
did you ask how she's doing? Is she still
No,
running?
I was.
You just said
I
you
just,
smell
I was.
like
I had to get off
Oh,
anyway. I was
okay.
going to Poplar Union. I had to get off this train. and I was
Right.
like- but I was like, "Oh my God!"
She just look out the window. She's running alongside the train. Yeah, she
Dude,
likes
she's
to
pushing
run.
the train along.
Yeah, she's pushing the train. Yeah, and then
That is
fucking Dennis is there on the
fantastic.
platform like, fucking yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
It's a school reunion.
No, yeah, so I don't see anyone buy this like one.
When
guy.
did you graduate?
hang on. You say so much insane shit that it's like we skip past it. But the fact that you identified someone's mother that you went to school with by her smell is absolutely fucking mental, and we just skimmed past it. And there's been about 7 things like that in the past hour, and we've just gone, yeah, okay, yeah.
It's such a distinctive smell. If you knew the
And
smell,
did she asked? Did she go? Why did you think I was her mother?
No, well, I was like, "Oh, I went to school with her," and then she got off the train.
Well, see, everyone does have their own smell.
Dude, it was, but like, she would get on the bus, and I remember being at the school.
This is
being
the
like,
whoop whoop whoop.
Yeah,
girl.
whoop,
Okay.
whoop, whoop.
And did she speak apart from that?
she would say like one. Oh, pause for a second. Remind me about this. There was a guy, and he used to speak on an in-breath.
Okay.
So he'd be like, "Hello, my name Dude, I swear to God.
Oh, wow.
So he didn't speak much because it's quite hard to speak on an in-breath.
Yeah.
But he used to do it all the time, and I didn't know he's speaking on an
It's so
in-breath.
funny how you remember shit like that. Yeah.
And
Sorry,
I
go on.
didn't know he was speaking on an in-breath for ages. I was like, he just fucking talks weird.
But was that
Right.
just?
And then my
a
teacher
condition?
goes, "Oh yeah,
Just
no,
a
he speaks on an in-breath."
No, there's probably like
I-
a thing it's probably like an autistic thing where it's like it just feels better to do it that way or whatever.
Right.
Like I remember there was a kid I used to sit next to, and it's the same thing where he didn't smell bad, but he had a distinct smell, and I'd never smelled it again in my life. But he used to, there was something so weird about it. He used to breathe through his nose, but he always had his mouth wide open. He'd be like, it was so weird, off-putting, and I've always remembered it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I ever spoke to him. I think he was in my class for like one day. I think he
And then
they
they're
got
like,
taken to
"Oh,
your
he's
school."
retarded."
Yeah.
Yeah, whip him off to the.
Speaking on an in-breath, like, but when my teacher told me that he spoke on an in-breath, it was just like, oh my God, of course he speaks on an in-breath.
Right. Yeah. I can't say I've ever met someone who speaks.
His
on
parents
an
were
I've met that
inbred.
one person. I've met that one person. I've never met anyone else.
Yeah.
It's quite a unique.
Yeah, it's a weird thing to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did they all have like different things like that, or was it like?
It's kind of like Hogwarts, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the X-Men.
I was
It's
exactly
like
what I was going to say.
Like
Sorry,
they were
that's more
That's
appropriate.
great. Yeah,
The disabled
Professor
X-Men.
X was there, like,
there was one kid in a wheelchair. Just
Professor Extra Chromosome.
This is crazy. I swear to God, it's true.
Sorry, that was genius. And
Swear to
it
God,
didn't
I
get
missed
what-
it.
When I was in,
It's
The
a Professor
chromosome.
Extra Chromosome.
no.
no, there was one guy with Down syndrome, and now he digs graves for a living. That's fucked, isn't it? They're letting him dig graves.
Yeah, I think they're alright.
Wait, tell them about Down syndrome boxing.
I dig it.
It's
Down
a
syndrome
young
boxing.
one.
I don't remember the story.
I think I put money on that
You're
before.
just telling me like two Down syndrome people fighting.
Oh yeah, we used to get to.
What were they fighting over? Like
We
a fucking.
we were just
uh,
we were just convinced that like,
chromosome.
like there would be, but you'd like
I want it.
an like an autistic versus a Down syndrome. That's an unfair fight. The
Yeah.
autistic's winning every time.
Yeah,
Down syndrome versus Down syndrome. That's a fair fight.
Yeah.
And
I'd
so-
fucking.
It's
pay to
one
watch
punch.
One-
It's like
That. Yeah,
But
'cause
it's like you know, to go back to Futurama, it's like when Bender fights himself. You know, when he ever fights a clone, and they both punch at the same time.
Right,
And they
yeah,
kick
yeah.
Each other's fists.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
the,
yeah.
Yeah.
So hang on, we've skimmed over something there. So, you said Down syndrome boxing. What was that?
So yeah, it'd just be like there was these two guys with Down syndrome, and they got into a fight one day, and they just like kind of it was a standstill.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
because Down syndrome, because they're so strong.
When an
Yeah.
unstoppable
No,
force
Down,
meets
so Down
an
syndrome
immovable
aren't
object.
strong. They're a normal strength. This is the thing everyone gets confused with special people. They're not
Just got
strong.
the stats on the.
They just
Yeah.
they don't know their own strength.
Right.
It's the very important
Right.
thing. So like,
Ah. Okay.
they,
right.
like, because if you would shake my hand,
Mm.
you would be like, I use this amount of force to shake someone's hand, and you
Okay.
just know that naturally. They don't know that.
Right.
So when they go to hit someone, they're using every bit of their
Wow.
They're just
And if
hitting.
they were to shake a baby, they'd.
to shake a baby hard.
Yeah.
They
Uh,
teach, we actually have a lesson at school where you learn not to shake babies.
At special school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fucking
and then
kidding.
they pull you up in front of the class, and they're like, "This is why."
This is what will happen if you do.
Raise your hand if you got shook. The whole class goes. Yeah.
They had a. I went to a class in prison where they were telling us not to fuck babies.
No.
So that was. Oh boy!
That's what
Boy!
they taught you in Ireland.
Yeah.
That's where
Oh
you
boy!
victims.
Oh boy! Anyway, what else do we have here? Do you have any other stories from special school? You're
It's fucking amazing. I would love to see like a TV show or a film about this. Like you should write like a pilot.
yeah.
I should
Like,
write.
it's
but, you know,
fucking
that
good.
kind of
People would actually love it.
spiral of
It's gonna be so
pain
hard.
there,
Oh,
isn't
Sorry,
it?
yeah. Well, no, you
He
could
loves
dictate
pilots.
it. I would honestly, I would help you if you.
Oh, dude, yeah. If you wanted to come, we'll write a fucking.
That would be
That could
fucking
be fun.
amazing. Because like,
Yeah.
The problem is like you don't
and
want
that's
to
the kind of thing you could get made because the people are into the neurodivergent thing. Now.
Yeah.
Like, and you would do it respectfully. It wouldn't be just making fun of them.
yeah,
You get
But
so
it
many
sounds-
tax credits and stuff.
It sounds.
And all of our friends could play
Just
the.
fascinating.
yeah,
There's so
it
many
would,
great
it would be
characters.
fun to do
Yeah.
like something like that. But I like when you first get to special school, you like that was the thing I was going to talk about. So I had like art.
First rule of special school is you don't talk about special school.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, for
Well, you
me, I
don't.
talk
You
about
don't
it a lot.
write about it.
I bring it up. I bring it up a lot.
You don't talk about it because you can.
The So I had an art teacher. This is swear to God, it's true. I had an art teacher, and he was a great guy, very fun.
A lot of
But
macaroni out there.
He had
He's like, Adam, I love your cave paintings.
he had like he let us paint on the walls and stuff.
We
like
work in
that.
fingers,
But
not paintbrushes.
I swear to God, he had a sword.
Whoa, that's the end of the public episode. Head on over to the Patreon for €3.50 a month. There's some wild stories from this episode on there that had to go behind the old paywall and that. I'm not just saying that; it's the truth. But that's it. Go on over to the Patreon, yeah, bastards, yeah, and recommend the pod to people. Rate it on Spotify. You know yourselves. Kiss your father on the lips, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.